Chairman Procurement Regulator Moonilal Lalchan noted that the volume of transactions that take place in government organizations makes the potential for corruption easy.
If we suggest that 50% of our budget, and this includes all the state enterprises like the big companies like Heritage, Caribbean Airlines, national gas companies, and so on, and we pull those together and we pull those figures, and we estimate that about $26 billion is spent. If we can save 20%, that's between the 10 and 30%, you're looking at a savings of about $5.2 billion per year.
At the end of 325 public consultations with organizations which receive public money, Mr. Lalchan says many of them are now ready for it. The new Public Procurement Registry, geared to root out corruption at its inception, is already being used by ministries.
At that meeting, we would have had a discussion in terms of their handbooks and guidelines. The Eastern Regional Health Authority is actually spearheading that exercise. We would have set up a database. Previously, every public body was responsible for their own database of pre-qualified contractors. And you would have heard a number of horror stories about persons not getting on the database and they had to pay under the table to get on the database and so on.
The challenge for the Office of Procurement Regulation is inquiries from the judiciary. JSC member Keith Scotland asked whether there were any empirical studies showing that the legislation worked to save money.
But without the full proclamation, you cannot track the statistics, so we do not have the information, but we will have the information under the reporting requirements of the Act to tell us how much leakages, how much cost overruns, how much variation orders have been going through the systems.
The OPR chair emphasized that the measures of success for the legislation are not in the amount of people going to jail because of wrongdoing, but rather the amount of people in compliance with the new Act. Marie-Therese Bernard for TTT News.